Imagine there is an invisible weight bearing on your chest, your breath is increasing, and your heart is pounding like a drum. This isn't a nightmare, this is anxiety. According to HuffPost, millions of people face anxiety every single day, including in workspaces, during a big test, or even just driving somewhere. And I'm one of those people. Anxiety can come in many shapes or forms, and I have dealt with anxiety for a fairly long time, especially in school. For years, I have struggled with not knowing how to relieve the stress and just how to take the day one step at a time. There are multiple ways anxiety can attack someone, affecting all kinds of ages and backgrounds. I will shed light on the potential strategies for understanding the causes, symptoms, and how to conquer your anxiety. Today, I will be discussing the various strategies on how to understand anxiety and what are the options in tackling these problems. According to Mayo Clinic, some signs of anxiety can include nervousness, increased heart rate, nausea, sweating, trouble sleeping, trembling, rapid breathing, and many more. It can be really hard to see signs of anxiety. For me personally, my anxiety didn't start getting bad until I hit high school, when I bombarded myself with 2 sports, a job, and school on top of it. There were many days where I would wake up already stressed out of what I had to complete for the day. This made it difficult for me to start off my mornings off happy with my friends, enjoying the little moments before school. I would be asked a lot why I was so stressed about things, and I did not have an answer except for saying of my workload. It was a constant battle of trying to just get through the day, making sure that everything was done. Before I got to college, my anxiety would raise with the thought of my workload being more. It took me all the way up into getting into college to understand how to take everything step by step. Anxiety can be hard to see at times when it's just stress related. For me, it took a long time to stay calm when I just saw another assignment pop up on my screen. However, this is not the only type of anxiety. It is important to recognize the different anxieties people can experience. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, there are several anxieties, including generalized anxiety disorder, or known as GAD, panic disorder, separation, and social anxiety. It is estimated that 7.1 adults in the U.S. have social anxiety. There is also another anxiety known as agoraphobia, which is the fear of a particular place or situations. It closely relates to anxiety. However, WebMD states agoraphobia is a very rare type of anxiety disorder, showing that only 1.3% of people have experienced this. I have social anxiety, and it keeps me from wanting to do things I know that I can do in the world. Luckily, there are techniques and therapies you can use to treat this kind of anxiety. Now that we've looked at recognizing different types of anxiety, let's look at the 11 major tips for coping with anxiety. According to the Cleveland Clinic, there are many ways you can prevent anxiety disorders. If you are under severe stress, you can take over-the-counter medications for a few months, but without medications, your anxiety disorders can last many years or even a lifetime. To prevent a lifetime of disorders, the Cleveland Clinic recommends limiting caffeine, such as coffee, tea, Coca-Cola, and chocolate. You can also exercise regularly, eat a balanced diet, or seek counseling. The right treatment can help you improve your quality of life, relationships, and productivity. Once you find the right treatment that improves your well-being, you won't have a constant fear when you're going to places, talking to people. There are also other alternatives if medications aren't for you, such as exploring stress management, joining support groups, or getting educated so you can feel more in control or help your friends. However, talking with your healthcare provider can help you find the right treatment for your disorder. Treatments can range from many different types of forms. It just depends how you cope and the severity of your disorder. Anxiety is a disorder that affects millions of people every single day in social environments. Anxiety can be presented in many forms, such as sweating, trembling, and nausea. Disorders show up in many ways, and it can be easy to treat them. To help treat your disorders can include therapy as well. Anxiety can be presented through some people, while others it can be hard to see. And learning about ways to treat them should be discussed to bring peace to lives. Knowing the signs of anxiety can ensure yourself to find treatment that is appropriate for you. On top of knowing the signs of anxiety can help thousands of people who don't know what to do. As we conclude, I want you to leave off knowing that anxiety does not define who you are, and you can overcome anything now that you understand these signs and how to cope with them. I use these skills to conquer conquer my anxiety, which is why I'm standing here today helping you crush yours. Or conquering.